Hello, and thank you for joining me. I am your organizer, advisor, and life coach. My job, my goal is to help you live a happier, healthier, well-balanced life. And we do that through some organizational strategies, some framework for cleaning our homes so that is easier to manage, health and wellness routines every day, rainbow closet strategies for our outer appearance and self-confidence, as well as document organization so we don't get behind in filing the piles of paper. So today we're going to talk about a really important component to our health and well-being, which is hydration. Staying hydrated is so important for your metabolism, your blood pressure, your activity level, your ability to think, and your restful sleep. Water is the life liquid. It is so important. We look and feel better when we're hydrated consistently. So that begs the question, how much water should I be drinking? Now, you all remember that 8-ounce glasses of water was the standard. I grew up with that. Unfortunately, that's just a baseline, but it is off base for the average person. If you don't get at least 64 ounces, then you are going to be dehydrated. However, each individual has a different water intake requirement per day. Now, how do we calculate that? There are two ways, and depending on your activity level and your performance level, as far as whether you're an athlete or you are extremely active in exercising, or if you're outside and you're sweating in the heat and humidity here in Florida at the beach, or you're outdoors a lot and you sweat a lot in order to cool off, your water requirement is going to be different than a person who is indoors a lot and is moderately active. So how do we calculate? Well, for the moderately active people, you can just calculate your weight, multiply it times 2/3 or 0.67, 67%, and the resulting number is your daily water intake requirement. So for example, my weight is 136 pounds. I multiply that times 0.67 and I get 91.1. That is 91 ounces of water. Now, 91 is almost 30 ounces more than the 8-ounce glasses or 64 ounces. So I would be dehydrated if I only drank 8-ounce glasses or 64 ounces of water. So my best advice is to calculate your hydration. Now, for those who are athletes or work outside a lot, or who have a kind of a higher water requirement based upon their job or their activity level or their hobbies, you can go to Camelback.com and look at their water hydration calculator. They factor in not only weight, but age, gender, activity level. So you get a more specific requirement outcome. So, even if you're moderate and you'd like to do that and really pinpoint your water requirement, that's another great resource. But if you just want to get a ballpark, then your 91.1 is your baseline. That is the minimum water requirement. So we need to stay hydrated through the day. Now, you need to do what works for you. I happen to like ice water with a straw. I drink so much more water if I have a straw. It's just me. So I have little reusable straws, and I have one in my purse and in my car. I sterilize them, but I take them everywhere because I'll drink more water if I have a straw. Now, the type of beverages that you might want to consider as water-based beverages, of course, water, plain, mineral, sparkling. Just be cautious about caffeinated and sugary and artificial sweeteners, because if we're going to go for optimal health, then we want to drink as much just pure plant-based water beverages without additives. You really don't want to get into drinking a lot of caffeine if you're trying to stay hydrated, because caffeine is a diuretic. So if you're drinking a lot of iced tea or coffee thinking you're intaking a lot of water, remember you're flushing a lot of water out too. So just keep in mind that caffeinated beverage, caffeine is a diuretic. The other thing is if you're drinking a lot of sugar and you're trying to lose weight, your sweetened beverages, even your artificial sweetened beverages, have the same insulin response as sugary beverages, so it's really not going to help you lose weight. So if you're drinking a lot of water and you're hoping that it's going to increase your metabolism to help you lose weight, then stay away from some of the sugary and artificially sweetened drinks. All right, hot tea is a great beverage, of course, in the winter, or some people still drink hot tea. Other countries drink hot tea quite a bit. Green tea, matcha tea, great healthy beverages for you. Each one of these is about 20 ounces. So 5 of these a day for me to meet my 91.1 water requirement. So if you are out and about a lot, of course, you don't want to use plastic bottles and leave them in your hot car, because of the leaching into the water is unhealthy. But if you have water bottles, refillable water bottles that are safe, I'd like to fill mine up the night before so that I know how much water that I need to drink. And I have 3 of these, but these are my outdoor to go when I'm out working in the garden, because they're not breakable. If I'm out working with the horse or the animals or the livestock, I have these unbreakable bottles, and I know I have to drink 5. Well, I have 3, but I also know that I have to drink, if I only have 3 of these, I have to drink this much more. So that's a lot of water. And at first you feel like all you're doing is drinking water all day long. And of course, when you drink a lot of water, you know what happens. However, once your body gets used to consistently receiving an intake of water, it just flushes out toxins. You just feel so much better. Your skin is plumper. Your eyes are brighter. You feel better. You just have a radiance about you. So it's really important that we implement water consumption as part of our overall wellness, well-being, and health. So a couple more options: some sparkling water. Make sure, again, as few additives as possible, so that you have really a healthy beverage and you're not, kind of drinking water but having some unintended consequences from it. Some bottled water, whatever works best for you, to encourage you to drink. It's just so important that we incorporate hydration as part of our health. So give it a try, see how you feel, and calculate your hydration requirement, and then go ahead and start and give it a week, and I'll guarantee you feel better. So again, go to Camelback.com and look for their hydration calculator, or your weight times 0.67, and come out with the number of ounces that you need to drink per day. I thank you for joining me. Cheers.